Right before I do any kind of public speaking, my hands start shaking uncontrollably and I feel like my heart's exploding. Thanks, adrenaline! How do I stop this? Hey everyone, thanks for watching D-News today. I'm Trace. Adrenaline is one of the most famous hormones in the animal kingdom, and it's our response to a stressor. Stressors can be anything: a sudden scare, playing sports, skydiving, or even performing in a play or talking to your crush. After it's secreted by the adrenal glands, adrenaline kicks your body into high gear, increasing blood circulation, breathing, and metabolism rates. And it gets the muscles ready for action. All this activity can have some strange side effects on your body, especially if you don't end up running for your life or fighting a rival for your next meal. Adrenaline is why your hands shake when you're nervous, your muscles are all a quiver with excess energy. And the blood pumping in your ears? That's adrenaline's fault too. Adrenaline is also called epinephrine, and it can make us do some amazing things. For example, when epinephrine pumps into the body, it causes us to turn carbs into glucose, the body's fuel source, and our skeletal muscles actually get stronger. It's almost like we're naturally overclocking our muscles, letting them run hotter with this boost of energy for a short time. They think this is how hysterical strength works. That's when people lift cars to save their kids and stuff. It's not actually recognized by medical science, but we can see the level of potential strength in our muscles when we're hit by a massive electric shock. Because it's not the shock that throws us across the room, but our own muscle contractions. We can throw ourselves across the room in an instant. We are that strong, and adrenaline can hack into that power. Epinephrine is synthesized and released under orders of the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is a control region of the brain responsible for homeostasis, or the general equilibrium of our body. It regulates circadian rhythms, body temperature, hunger and thirst, as well as the balance between stress and relaxation, among other things. When humans feel stressors and thus are flooded with epinephrine, we have an instinct to run or cry or yell. All of those are valid. Tears contain stress hormones, and crying releases them from the body. Yelling fills the lungs and activates the amygdala, the part of our brain that manages fear responses and ultimately releases feel-good brain chemicals. And rigorous activity just works that adrenaline out of the system. But there is another way. New York City police are trained to combat the effects of adrenaline on the job, as are members of the military and other high-risk professionals. They all use a fairly simple body hack: breathing. Most of the time, breathing is controlled by the sympathetic nervous system. It's the same system that controls that fight or flight response, heartbeat, digestion, and so on. It's automatic, and it's not consciously controlled. Breathing, however, can be consciously controlled, as you might be doing right now because you're thinking about breathing. This is a bridge between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. Think of your body as an engine. The sympathetic nervous system is like the gas. It's like, go, 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 fight or flight. The parasympathetic nervous system is like the brake. Calm down, calm down. During times of high stress and high adrenaline, the body shuts down digestion, and muscle shaking can affect fine muscle movements or mess up your big speech or your monologue during the school play. So when this happens, you can forcibly engage the calming parasympathetic nervous system by forcing yourself to breathe. Tactical or combat breathing, according to the military, involves breathing in for 4 counts, holding for 4, and then breathing out for 4. That's it. If you do that a few times, the vagus nerve, or 10th cranial nerve that connects your brain to your torso, will activate, slowing your heartbeat, stimulating digestion, and throttling down blood pressure, and so on and so forth. With training, professionals can use this to force their bodies to stay calm and only feel the effects of adrenaline when needed, rather than becoming a victim of those effects. So next time you're super nervous, try breathing. And let me know what you think over on Twitter. You can find me at Trace Dominguez. It might seem kind of new agey, but it's practiced by people like the airmen of the U.S. Air Force, who we'd like to thank for sponsoring this episode of D-News. Every day, American airmen go above and beyond to break barriers, both professionally and personally. The United States Air Force is powered by airmen, fueled by innovation. Have you ever tried these weird breathing exercises? Let me know down in the comments, and keep coming back here to D-News every single day.